Jack and George were best friends who lived in a small village named Valet. The village faced a severe shortage of clean drinking water, forcing its residents to stand in long lines and buy water from the nearby city. Life in Valet was challenging, with no other amenities available to ease their daily struggles. One day, while passing by the forest, Jack, the adventurous one, suggested exploring it. George, cautious and mindful of the dangers lurking in the forest, warned Jack about the presence of snakes and poisonous spiders. Despite George's warnings, Jack remained skeptical and curious about what lay beyond the trees. After some time, an urgent matter brought them back to the forest. Anna, Jack's younger sister, had gone missing, and villagers reported seeing her heading towards the woods. Concerned for Anna's safety, Jack and George ventured deep into the forest to search for her. As they ventured further, Jack, feeling relieved that they hadn't encountered any snakes as George had feared, chuckled about his initial skepticism. However, their relief was short-lived when they stumbled upon a cave filled with snakes. Panicked, they hurriedly fled the cave and, upon emerging on the other side, were stunned by a breathtaking sight: a crystal-clear stream cascading down the mountainside. Jack saw this discovery as a solution to Valet's water problems, but George had a different idea. He proposed keeping the stream a secret and profiting by selling the water to their fellow villagers at a high price. Jack disagreed vehemently, arguing that everyone should benefit from the newfound resource. Aware that Jack might inform the villagers about the stream, George resorted to deceit. Spotting a venomous spider known for causing paralysis, George cunningly placed it on Jack's shoulder, causing him to fall ill from its bite. When they returned to the village, George falsely claimed to the villagers that Jack had been bitten by a snake in the forest, furthering his plan to profit from the water. Jack, now bedridden and recovering under the care of the village doctor, was unaware of George's scheme unfolding. Meanwhile, George began selling water from the hidden stream, amassing wealth rapidly and becoming the richest man in Valet within a year. However, suspicions arose among the villagers about the source of George's sudden wealth. Some began to follow him discreetly, eventually discovering his secret. It was revealed that George had been deceiving them all along, selling water from the forest stream instead of bringing it from the city as he had claimed. Outraged by George's deceit and exploitation, the villagers convened a council to address the situation. They decided to ostracize George from the community, forbidding any relations or interactions with him. Overnight, George went from being the wealthiest man in Valet to the most isolated, his wealth meaningless without the respect and trust of his fellow villagers. Meanwhile, Jack recovered fully and regained his strength. He emerged not only as a survivor, but also as a beacon of honesty and integrity in Valet. The villagers, recognizing Jack's moral character and leadership, rallied around him once more. Together, they ensured that the water from the city reached everyone in the village, relieving them of their daily hardships. As time passed, Jack's influence and reputation grew, while George's isolation deepened. His mental state deteriorated as he grappled with the consequences of his actions and the loneliness brought on by his exclusion from village life. In the end, the story of Jack and George served as a powerful lesson for Valet, a testament to the importance of honesty, community, and the perils of greed. Jack's journey from illness to recovery symbolized resilience and redemption, while George's downfall underscored the consequences of deceit and exploitation. Through it all, Valet learned to cherish its values and unity, ensuring a brighter future for generations to come.